morning, everybody. Delighted you're here. My name is Todd Glickman. I'm Senior Director of the Office of Corporate Relations at MIT and our Industrial Liaison Program. I am delighted to welcome you to our second annual symposium in Bangkok. ILP provides actively managed, facilitated access to the rich resources of MIT to large corporations worldwide. We're honored to have 16 ILP member companies in the ASEAN region, 5 of them here in Thailand. This year's theme, Unleashing AI, Transforming Industries, Empowering Futures, is all about the intersection of AI and industry. Today we'll hear from 4 MIT faculty researchers, 3 MIT-connected startups, and experience 2 moderated panel discussions that include representatives from industry, academia, and government. With gratitude, I would like to thank our symposium sponsors, CP Group, True Digital for the fantastic facility today, Bangkok Bank, Sittipunt Group, and Sittipunt. Would the representatives from these organizations please rise and accept our thanks? I'd also like to recognize our 5 ILP member companies based here in Thailand: Bangkok Bank, Siam Cement Group, CP Group, True Digital, SCBX, and the Electricity Generating Authority of Thailand. We appreciate your participation in ILP and all the support that you give to MIT. Each of my colleagues joining us today will be introduced in turn during the program, but there are 2 colleagues not on the program who I'd like you to meet. First, Corporate Relations Associate Director for Conferences and Event, Kwan Lee, in the back corner there, without whom this program would not have come together so well. Working closely with Dr. Tarit and Mr. Jok from our venue sponsor, True Digital Park, all of the logistics have come together superbly. Kwan, Dr. Tarit, Mr. Jok, you have our very deep gratitude. And one more introduction that will take a moment of explanation. I have been privileged to serve in my current role for 25 years. As some of you already know, I have elected to retire from MIT effective March the 1st, and I am absolutely thrilled to introduce ILP Program Director Ms. Hong Fan, a graduate of the MIT Sloan MBA program, class of 2003, who has worked with me here at ILP since 2016, supporting members in the US and Asia. I know that Hong will do a superb job of carrying on the tradition of building the terrific relationships that we've had here for the last 2 decades. Okay, so with that, let's get started. A few logistical comments. At the end of each talk, there will be the opportunity for questions from the audience. So you don't see any microphones, right? We're not going to be using microphones in the audience. Instead, we all know you have an iPad or an iPhone or a laptop with you, and that's what we're going to use. It's an electronic system to submit questions. You will see a QR code and a URL on the board behind, and these are the links to a service that's called Pigeonhole. You connect to Pigeonhole, enter your question. You can do so with attribution or anonymously. You can also vote for others' questions, raising their position in the queue for attention by the speaker. We'll have a morning break, a lunch break, and an afternoon break. In addition to refreshments and networking, you'll have the opportunity to visit with our startup companies at their stands just outside this hall. These startups have come a very long way to meet you and see if there are ways that you and they can collaborate on bringing new AI-related solutions here to Thailand. I hope you'll take the time to visit them today. Then at the end of the program, we'll have a final networking reception. Okay, all set? Let's start the program. I'm honored to introduce Dr. Tarit Nimmanwudipong, General Manager of True Digital Park, the sponsor of today's venue. Dr. Tarit.
Good morning. As an MIT alum, I'm so delighted to welcome you all to the MIT Industrial Liaison Program's 2nd annual symposium in Bangkok. This is the 2nd year to do it. We provide, the platform to exchange knowledge like this I think it is an honor to have it in Thailand because this kind of platform, this kind of symposium is unlike the others. What are the chances that we, fly in MIT professor, researcher, startups to exchange, the know-hows, the forefront technology ideas from Boston continue. As we embark on this journey of exploring this year's theme, from banking to retails, from infrastructure sector to real estate, from chemical to telecom tech, from agriculture, farming to food. The symposium provides a valuable platform to learn from the expertise of MIT and engage in insightful discussion with these industry leaders. True Digital Park is deeply honored once again to host this prestigious symposium, and this aligns perfectly with our campus core principle of fostering innovation and nurturing thriving ecosystem where startups, corporation, academia can collaborate and flourish. On behalf of the organizing team, once again, I extend our sincere gratitude to all of you who are joining us today. We are proud and thankful to be a part of this event. And last but not least, to my fellow MIT, go Beavers. Thank you and have a great day. And next, to share the perspective as a government sector representative on this symposium, it is my pleasure to welcome the Governor of Bangkok, Mr. Chadchart Sittipunt. Please join me for a round of applause.
And good morning, everyone. I have 10 minutes, so I have to be quick. First, I want to welcome you to Bangkok. I'm an alumni of the MIT. I graduated course 1 for my master's degree long time ago, and I cannot remember anything there. But I think many things I learned, and I've got experience here, and I think this symposium is very important for Bangkok. Why? I think I like what Isaac Newton said. See further, you're only on the shoulder of the giants. So I think you are all giants in your own area. I think we would like to learn from you. I think many things can be used to improve technology. And I think another one is by Bill Joy, right? Bill Joy, he said, the smartest people in the world don't all work for us. Most of them work for someone else. And this is true for any company, even Google, Apple, IBM. I think we need to learn from other smart people around the world. And that's why you are gathering here. For Bangkok, I think we need lots of good solutions from technology. We have 2 numbers. I think I talked about this many times, but if you are first time to hear it, we have 2 important numbers about Bangkok. Number 1, we are the most visited city in the world. Just now, we beat Istanbul. We have 33 million people this year. But number 98, we are quite low in the livability index, From 140 cities around the world, we are number 98. So we are a nice city to stay for you, maybe 6-7 days, But to work and to live here, maybe not very nice. So that's how can we improve that? So that's one challenge that Bangkok facing. I think maybe the solution from you can help improve this, And this is also a problem we see in Bangkok, pedestrian way, flooding, garbage, PM 2.5, traffic jam. How can we improve this by your expertise? I think we compare to our friend, our neighbor, Singapore. In 1980s, when Lee Kuan Yew, he was the prime minister, the first thing he focused about Singapore is productivity, right? He about corruption, transparency, education, housing for people. He started with transparency. And then in 2005, he shifted the focus to exciting and fascinating city, But once you have good productivity, you can create exciting and fascinating city quite easy, right? They can have Marina Sand Bay built in, I think, less than 8 years, right? For Thailand, even to have an entertainment complex, we're still debating, is it good or bad? Because we don't have trust in the government, and that's a big problem. So I think we can summarize Bangkok at this. We are exciting and fascinating city. People want to visit us, But we are a city with low productivity. So we have to admit that. And then we have to improve on this, So I think technology, AI can be part of the solution to improve our productivity. How can you use less input to get the same or even more output? How can you travel less traffic jam? I think Dr. Gopsak came here late because of the traffic jam, right? So how can we reduce that? How can we improve that using AI and technology, I like the book by Ben Green. I think I mentioned him because he was an MIT professor, I think. He wrote the book, not Smart City, but Smart Enough City. So as a government sector, we cannot invest a lot on technology. We have other things to take care of, like people, healthcare, and other things, right? So we cannot invest too much on technology. So I don't want to be the smartest city in the world. I just want to be the smart enough city with proper investment, proper solution for our people. So I think there are 3 circles that you need to worry. The solution should be people desirable. So you have to be like people-centric, not technology-centric. And then, okay, business should be viable, should be good investment and good return for your budget. And technology should be feasible. I'm sure the last circle of you will provide technology feasible solution. But don't forget another 2 circles that's so important for the government sector. Otherwise, we cannot invest. We have limited budget, So we need the sweet spot in the middle that is a smart enough city. So I think we need to use proper technology to increase our efficiency and sustainability. So that's the key thing that we are looking for. AI can be part of the solution. So what have we been using? I think that we should start with transparency, because with corruption and not transparent, difficult to have a productivity increase. So we focus first on the transparency. So we start doing like open data, open service, contract policy, innovation. Everything should be on website. People can come and see what you are doing. So being transparent on our data. So if you want to work with BMA, I think we have a lot of data sets that you can work on, and then we can give it to you openly. All the budget, fiscal budget, we put it on the website so people investigate what we use money for, And people interested in the data of the city. Before that, we have like 400,000 people visit our website. Now we have more than 3 million to look at our data that we open for the public, And this can be, and look at our construction permit, all used in the analog. You have to submit 7 copies of your blueprint, And people go through this by they use manual to check it. So we will transform it into digital. And we can use AI to check the building permit in the future. So now we start moving from analog approval to become an online construction permit approval. From 45 days, we can use it 14 days. But long ways to go. So something like that, we can use AI to improve our productivity, And I think we have another private sector they call Act AI. So they use AI to investigate all the bidding of our project. And they can see the discrepancies in price in something that is like fishy thing, And they can detect the problem. So I think fraud detection tools, you can use AI to go through data comparing and see the problem. So this AI helps a lot in improving transparency of our bidding project in Bangkok, right? Management, I think we have one application, very interesting, we call Traffic from Du. The name means nothing, but it's a simple app that people can use to take picture of the problem in the city. And then comment. We have maybe complain, maybe like, oh, come and fix this problem. We've been there for 3 years, And with the picture, the GPS, you know exactly what location is it. And with the comment, the AI can read and know which department it belongs to. So the problem sent directly to the people responsible. So don't go through me. They go directly to my team. And they have to fix it because it's there. I know how long has the problem been there and how long it has not been solved. And with this data, it really improved our management, The first day, like 20,000 complaints come to this website and they crash our computer. But now, so far, we have 800,000 complaints. And we fixed 640,000 of them without me ordering anything. So this is the power of digital, and AI also helped that, right? And then you can know exactly what problem are there, footpaths, road, safety, traffic, and then you classify, and then you can do your budget better next year because you know what's the problem. People need to be fixed. And usually the first month, it takes like two months to solve one problem. After 2 years, It took only 2 days now to solve one problem. So you can see productivity improve without any budget, more budget spent, because application is free, and the budget for fixing is already there, but faster. We're doing some healthcare, right? We do 1 million people health checkup right now. So we have big database of people in Bangkok. And this database we can use AI to analyze the problem and maybe do more preventive care. So this data set is now available, of the health of the Bangkok people. And you can know exactly each district, what problem they have, so can identify the problem, and then we can spend our budget properly on maybe on the preventive thing. Mobility, big problem, right? I mean, you're in Bangkok, we are notorious for traffic jam. But I mean, in this location, not bad because you have BTS like connecting. But that's a big problem. So we have about 500 intersections in Bangkok, all controlled manually by the police. So the police see, okay, traffic jam, they push red, green, yellow. But now we're going to use AI to help improve the flow. So we're installing like 72 intersections. So they like using adaptive control, look at the data, the traffic, and then put the light on properly according to the demand. So this might help improve the traffic a little bit. So you can see like 10 to 30% improve by using technology for the traffic control. And then in the future, we will expand that to all 500 intersections we have. And for the safety, if you walk in Bangkok, you can see many motorcycles riding on pedestrian way. Big bad behavior, but that's what Thai behavior is. So we're using camera to detect AI, to detect the license plate, and then we issue the fine to them. So we hope that this will help improve the behavior by using the AI technology. Education, we try to cooperate with Google, improving the capacity of the classroom. So I think in the future, AI, I don't think I think the proper word would be IA. You still need people, right? So not artificial intelligence, but intelligent assistant. So we try to use AI as our IA. And one reminder, I'm not sure if there are any supreme AI, Is there any Democrat AI and Republican AI? Good enough is what the data you feed them, right? For example, I asked them, is a Chadchart a good governor? And they cannot provide me answer. So I think you have to be careful too, because at the end, emotion, and then there are database, what you train them to, So I'm sure that there are certain questions that AI cannot answer. And we people have to decide. So let them be our good tools to improve the cities. Thank you very much.